Hello, this is the presentation of the latest version of monitorBee 1.4.1. We have some new things for you over there and let me try to present them to you. So let's start the application. As you know, you have to accept the terms and conditions first. Please scroll the screen, read everything and accept it if you like it. Second step, you need to create a password if this is a new installation. Uh, this password You're going to use this password to protect your data, more specifically to protect your camera IP address, your port, your camera login, and your camera password. So if you don't want anybody which has your phone to take a look over there, you need to use your password. So create a password and at least should be at least 4 characters. We recommend 8 with at least one number for more security, but it's really up to you. I'm going to create a simple illustration password right now. I'm going to use this password for demonstration. Okay, password is created. By default, the application is not going to ask you for this password. This is what you wanted pretty much. But we strongly recommend to change this from the monitorBee menu settings. So let's go over there and change it. Okay, so this is the default level. Everybody can use the application. The password is not going to be required. Second level, uh, the application can be started and the selected camera can be watched without password. But if somebody would like to see the camera data or change it, then he needs to enter the password. And the last level, right, this one, everybody is supposed to enter the password every time when the application is started. So let's leave it right here. What else do we have? So we have 3 more settings right here. If you want to auto start the selected camera when you start the application, which is off by default, you can stretch the image, which is on by default. And when you add a new camera, it can copy the previous camera data for it's going to be more convenient for you to enter the data, which is on again by default. Use back button, everything is going to be saved as you leave it. Okay, so there's no camera obviously right here, and we need to enter at least one camera. We can do that if we press this area right here or use the menu again and choose select the camera. Okay, there are no cameras obviously, so we need to add one. Okay, here we go. We need to enter the password. And we have to fulfill this data right here. So let's see what we have. Scroll. The most important thing, if you'd like to watch your camera, there are 2 kinds of setups and you can select one of those. Uh, you will have more information if you select right here. So you have some help and more help is available on monitorBee.com. We strongly recommend you to visit the site and read the information over there. So pretty much if you'd like to use your camera only inside your private network, then you'll be fine. You can use the camera IP address which is gonna be seen in your router. However, if you'd like to see your camera from outside, which means you'll be somewhere just using your phone, public internet connection, you would like to see the camera from there, you need to set up your router and to use your public IP address. If you know how to do it, that's great. If you don't, contact your local surveillance professional or read our information on www.monitorbee.com. But definitely this needs to be done, otherwise you're not going to be able to see the camera. So what fields should be entered here? You have to select some name of the camera, like camera 1 or something like that. You have to select your manufacturer. You have to select the camera model. Depending on your model, you will have different modes right here, so select one of those. If you have MJPEG mode, we recommend use this one. If you don't, use JPEG. These are the 2 most supported modes. If your camera has possibility for different resolutions and quality, you'll be able to see this values right here and select them. This is the IP address of your camera. Again, there is a local cap right here. If you press it, you'll be able to see it. This is the port, which is 80 by default, so you can leave it empty if you don't know what it is. If you created a camera login and camera password when you set up your camera, you have to enter those right here. And you have few extra settings in this version. So if your camera have SSL and required HTTPS connection, you can use it. You can invert the fan movement, invert the tilt movement, and invert the image. Usually, you're gonna use these settings if you mount the camera the opposite way on the wall. So it's more convenient to use these settings in this case. So obviously, if you have a camera, you just have to enter all of those. If you don't, you can use one of the test public cameras which we provide. You're gonna be able to see those if you select menu and lock the camera. These are test public cameras. They're not working all the time, but most of the time they're working. So select the camera and then just press it to select it. Here you go. You can see the image from the camera. It's grainy because it's night. Otherwise the image is much more better. And what do we have on this screen? The flashing symbol right here means that the camera is working. It's gonna stop when you stop the camera, or for some reason it stopped to transmit video. You can see the name of the camera right here. You can make a screenshot from here. You can stretch the image back and again full screen if you'd like to. And from here you can use PTZ commands. Here you go. So PTZ commands left, right, up and down you can use also if you just use the screen. Up, left, up, down, left and right. Double click is center and pretty much the same combination right here. Some cameras has PTZ, some cameras don't. Some cameras do, but they're protected with a password. So you'll be able to see this panel every time, but not every time this command is gonna work for you. It really depends on your camera. Again, zoom plus and zoom minus. The speaker and the microphone, if your camera supports audio and it's compatible with monitorBee, you'll be able to listen audio and talk to your camera as well. Right now, pretty much Axis cameras are supported. You will see uh, more models supported very very soon. So you see when you press the command, you'll see the name of the command right here, and after a few seconds, you will see the image from the camera. Please remember that the camera needs some time to send the command and to get the video back to you. So it's not happen immediately. Be patient and wait a little bit. Here you go. Down. Wait a little bit. Here you go. Okay, so let's stop the camera right now. Camera is stopped. Uh, what else we can do? We can, of course, add a new camera, or we can edit or delete this camera. To do that, use the long click over the name of the camera, just right here. And you'll see the menu. So let's edit the camera. Remember, this 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 action requires a password. If you don't need to enter a password, you can select different level of protection from settings, but we recommend to have this one. And here you can see the data of this public camera. So something like that should be entered from here if you'd like to enter the camera. You have also a test button now. So when you enter the camera data, you can use the test to see if this is correct and if the monitorBee can actually connect to the camera. Okay, camera is here. If the camera, if for some reason monitorBee cannot connect to your camera, it's gonna display a message. In general, you need to verify again your router settings, your camera settings, your correct IP and port, camera login and camera password, pretty much, and the correct camera model, pretty much. Uh, this is it. Let's go back. What else do we have in the menu? If you like, if you do like something, or if you don't like something, even more important, don't be ashamed. Send us email. Explain to us what do you want and what you like and what you don't. So you can post this posting on the Facebook or send it to us via email. It's really up to you. It's gonna be very helpful if you can provide your camera model and camera manufacturer. Don't just send email. My camera is not working. This is not helping at all. Please provide more details. Possible. Again, from here, you know already for the settings, and you can browse the saved screenshots if you did some, and you can also use the general help from here. So this is for the pretty much for the application, but we do also have a widget. So let's see how the widget is going to work. The widget is a strange animal, so you need to go to a separate screen, double click on the screen, and select the widget. We have two different sizes. You can select one of those, you can delete them and reinstall it again, it's really up to you. Choose this one. And this is unique feature for monitorBee. Uh, it's gonna ask you for a password again before installing the widget. If you don't know your password, you imagine that your phone is with somebody else who would like to see your camera but don't know the password. You cannot do that. So here you have to enter your password again to enable the widget. Alright, here we go. The monitor is slow and you can see some times white messages from time to time. This is normal for the emulator, and even sometimes for the slow uh, older phones with the slow CPUs. If you leave the refresh interval to 0 hours and 0 minutes, that means your widget is not going to be refreshed at all. From here you can select whatever you want. You can select the refresh time for 12 hours, 24 hours, 1 minute. It's really up to you. Uh, and the widget is going to show you the last selected camera. Remember that. So let's proceed. Wait a little bit. Here we go again. And after the refreshing period, you're gonna see the camera image right here. If you'd like to delete the widget, you can do that. Let's put it right here. The widget is gone. And of course, you can reinstall it again if you like. The other one is smaller. So it's really up to you to decide which size do you want. So pretty much this is it. Thank you for the demonstration, and continue to use monitorBee and send us some questions. Thank you.